Good afternoon, guys. This is your girl again, Paulambe or Paulambai, depending on how you wanna call me. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today again we are making a very simple meal, extremely simple and fast. Yeah, because I'm going to be your plug for quick, simple meals. You have a quick dinner you want to make, or you have a quick dinner you want to make and you don't want to spend so much time in the kitchen, then Paula May is your girl for this. So today we are going to be making rice with green peas. Yeah, we're just frying rice with green peas. So green peas, in other words, you can call them minji. If you go to the market or to the soko and ask for minji, you are likely to be given. Yeah, they are readily available. So we have already cut our onion and already frying it slowly by slowly, almost turning golden brown. Yeah, and then once it's golden brown, we add our tomato. Yeah, we add the tomato, well cut tomato, washed and well cut tomato. Then once we add the tomato, we cover it for a while so that it cooks. Then we can add our green peas. Once we add our green peas, then again we stir, cover it so that the frying aroma can absorb into the peas. So let's do this one by one. We shall work together until we get the final tasty quick meal. So let's do this, guys. So now our onion is ready. It's golden brown. So we now add the tomatoes. Yeah, our well cut tomatoes. We now add them to our onion. Yeah. Add them to our onion. We can adjust the heat a little. Add a little bit of heat so that we allow the tomatoes to cook well. A little bit of salt to taste. So we have our salt here. We have our salt here, so we add a bit of salt. And of course, stir just a little bit. Like I said, this is a very quick meal. I actually make it when I am hungry and I need to eat quickly. So it takes me about 15 minutes and the food is ready. So it's very simple, very easy to make. Yeah, very easy to make with very basic ingredients. Yeah, so what we are doing, we are frying the green peas. If you have some meat, you can add your meat. If you have some potatoes, you can add a few of potatoes. But for me, I am keeping it very quick and simple. Like I said, it's a quick meal that I just need to do for lunch. Yeah, so I'm not gonna complicate it. There are two ways of making peas. You can make it alone, like separately. You boil the rice separately and boil and fry the peas separately. These peas are already boiled and cooked. I boiled them prior, so they are cooked. So I'm just going to add them here. If you choose to make them separately with either meat or potato, that's fine. But for today, I choose to mix them with rice. I'll mix them with rice and make some or I don't want to call it like fake vegetable rice. So it's just going to be rice mixed with green peas, or rice mixed with minji. Yeah, so our tomatoes are ready, and now I add my green peas into this. I add my green peas. Very simple meal, very simple, easy meal. Then I stir them a bit. Yeah, stir them a bit. Once I stir them like that, I cover them up so that they are left to cook for about 2 minutes, so that the aroma, or rather the taste for the onion and tomatoes can seep into the peas. So I cover them for about 2 minutes, and then from there so now let's see if our green peas, how far they are in terms of absorbing the taste of onion and tomato, the fried onion and tomato. Now, so this is perfect. So now at this point is when I do my spices. I'm a spices person, but really not the very concentrated ones, or rather it's very simple spices. So today we'll be using curry powder. This never lacks in my meals because of the turmeric in it. Turmeric is very, it has a lot of health benefits in it, and for that reason I love to use curry powder. I don't like to use the turmeric alone because for me it is quite flat. So curry powder is always a major ingredient of my meals. Then we have garlic powder. This is again another spice that never misses in my meals. Then we have the onion powder. This has a way of bringing out better taste for your food. You can try it if you haven't tried it. And then we have black pepper. Last time I had my friends' kids around, so we did a little. So today I am all alone. I'm gonna do quite some because I love the taste of pepper. Then our new ingredient today, we have Spanish paprika. I love it for the color and also the taste. It also brings out very good taste for food. And of course, yours truly, coriander. This is also a major ingredient for my meals. So I'm gonna mix them together, like a teaspoon of each. Yeah, a teaspoon of each. Mix them in a bowl. Mix them until well mixed, and then make a liquid and pour it into our green peas, or rather minji. So that way you are able to have a good tasting meal. So let's do this. So we have our mixed ingredients here. Like you can see, I have mixed all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the 6 assorted spices. I have mixed them in this bowl. And now it's time we made a paste, or rather a concoction of these mixed spices. Yeah. So we add some water, just a little, to be able to mix, or rather to make a paste. That the reason why I do this is that when I pour the spices individually into the mixture, I find that they don't taste so well. They don't mix. The issue is mixing. I feel like they don't mix evenly into the meal, or rather into the food. But when you mix them like this, then pour them, then you are sure they are evenly distributed into whatever you are cooking. Yeah. So this is how I do it. If you have a different way of doing it, and the way you do it is effective, please feel free to share with us so that we can all learn. So now I pour this into my mixture, and of course stir it. You You stir it like this for easy absorption into the peas, so that when you taste your green peas, or rather your minji, they have a good taste. Yeah, the taste is inside the peas. So once you pour your assorted spices liquid into this, you cover them so that they simmer for about a minute, again to allow proper absorption of the spices into the food. Yeah, so once it's fully absorbed for about 2 minutes, that is at this point that now you add the water that you've already measured for your rice. That is, if you're making 1 cup of rice, you put 2 cups of water. If you're making 2 cups of rice, you put 2 cups of water. And that way, even your peas still remain with the taste of the spices, because you have allowed them to cook. You have allowed them to absorb the taste, or rather the spices inside them. So even when you add the water, they don't lose the good taste. Yeah. So like I said, you can choose to make your green peas, or rather your stew, separately. You can mix it with meat and potatoes, and then of course then you boil your rice separately and have it as your stew. That's the right word to use. But for me, like I said, if you don't have much time to make them separately, you can just as well mix them up, and they bring up very good results. So let's see how this goes. So we've allowed the spices to seep into the green peas. Yeah. And now it's time for us to, this is how the mixture looks like. So if you taste these green peas at the moment, they are quite spicy and salty. Yeah, but this is because that is our intention exactly. We wanted them to seep in the good taste of the mix of spices and the salt and the cooking oil and all that mixture of onion and tomatoes. So now it's at this point, like I said, we are mixing our rice with the green peas. We are not making them separately. We'll make them separately another day. But today, this is a quick meal that we want to save as much time as possible so that we're able to do other things awaiting us. So now here, I have already boiled water. I have already boiled water in this kettle. Remove this. Yeah. So I am making 1.5 cup of rice, which is here. I've already washed it. I rather cleaned it. So I'm now going to add 3 cups of water. You can put cold or hot water, but since I have already boiled water here, I'm gonna use hot water. So we are going to do 3 cups. We're doing 3 cups of water. Why? Because our rice is 1.5 cups. So that's 1 cup of hot water. If you don't have hot water, you can use cold water. You just have to allow it to boil. Again, there are people who add rice even when the water has not boiled, and the results still come up. So let's share from the comment section, and let's hear how people make their meals. If you have ever made a meal like this I am making today, feel free to share your recipes with us. Normally I put 3.25 cups to allow evaporation. Yeah, so you stir it, and since the water was already boiled, so it just continues to boil. And so immediately you now add the rice. This rice is already cleaned, it's already washed. This is 1.5 cups of rice, and this is 3 cups of water. So I'm gonna add this rice into it. Yeah, and if you are you happen to be watching this video and you're selling the rice strainer where it can help to drain this water easily, please feel free to share your contact because I'm in need of one. Yeah, just share your contact and then I can be able to get one so that we don't have to do this. This is wasting a lot of time. Yeah, so once we have added the rice, now you stir just a little so that again the rice mixes well with the green peas. Yeah, and then once that is done, you cover them, you cover the mixture and allow it to boil, or rather to simmer, for about 3 at most 5 minutes. All the water will have evaporated and we will be left with our mixed rice with the green peas. Yeah, so let's see how the results look like. So it's exactly about 5-6 minutes since we left this boiling. Let's see how the results look like before we can serve together. So the water, like I said, it's already evaporated and we are left with what we wanted to be left with: mixed rice with green peas. The house is full of the aroma, smelling so good, so good. It gives you intentions of feeding despite being full. So this is how it looks like. We are going to serve. Yeah, I am happy with the results, but I should be happier once I taste. So we're going to serve, and since you are not here to taste with me, I'm gonna taste for you and tell you how it is. Yeah, very simple and quick, delicious meal you can do for lunch, like I am doing for my lunch today. It is magnificent. I love the smell. Good, 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 good smell of sumptuousness. Yeah, so this is my lunch. It's ready in a very short time. I told you, like 15 minutes. So the moment that we've all been waiting for, it's now time to taste that which we have made together. Yeah, and let's see, let's taste and feel it. Quite hot, but really, really good. It's excellent. Amazing, guys. This is really good. I wish you'd join me to taste this. Sumptuous is the word for it, guys. So take time, go and try the recipe, and especially for those quick meals, try it and let me hear your feedback at the section, the comment section. Share your views, share your opinions on the same, and let me hear. If you want to seek clarification on anything, just feel free to share at the comment section. So until next time, it was good to share this with you. Peace.